So everyone's always online asking, what are the cigarette prices on the ship versus in the ports? Are they inexpensive? Are they less than home? And my answer to that is, it depends. So let's take a look and see what prices we can see on port versus what's on the ship. Now this is going to be particular to Cozumel, and I'll go in a little bit further about what I have seen prices in some other ports in the South Caribbean, ports like Antigua, Barbados. So we'll take a look at those, and I will give you some prices here at the end, give you a list. Hi, my name is James, and I'd like to welcome you to my layoff journey. All right, so we're gonna first check the duty-free shop that is actually in the port, not the one that you walk through, but there is one as you walk directly into the port. I think you can see that price, that little skull candy thing there is $17. So things are not inexpensive in here. Candy especially seems to be really expensive. So we'll get to these cigarettes here. In this little bit piece of the video, you can see some of them. There are single carton packs, $46, and there are 3 carton packs that are $111, and that is the Marlboro price, and that is any variation of those. We'll see some others here in just a minute. So as we come around the other side of the wall, we've got some different brands here. They've got Dunhills and things down there on the bottom. Winston's, Camels, Pall Malls. Prices, not too bad. Here's a couple of them. So for 3 cartons, it's a pretty darn good price. Probably way better than you're going to find at home. But Marlboro seems to be probably, I think, probably Marlboro and Camel are their most popular brands, and I think that's why they come in 2 and 3 pack. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to go back through into the duty free, going back to the ship. You can see some prices with some of the candy and things. Some of it is not particularly inexpensive. $13 for some gummy mix. But that's not what we're here to check on. Also, those little single shot bottles that you get, usually for about $1, $1.50, and total wine maybe at home, they're $5 here. So be smart. Nothing. That's short.
Yes.
Okay.
Something else?
Hopefully, this will help you make a decision on whether you go ahead and buy them on the ship or you buy them in a port. Now, just beware. Some ports are crazy high, some ports are not. So sometimes it's kind of the luck of the draw. I was actually reading someone else post about asking what the prices were. The prices that people replied with were just all over the place. So there was no uniformity as far as what they cost on some ships. Like I said, on the Conquest, the Radiance, the Breeze here, I could tell you, they've all been around $70 for Marlboro. Some of the others are a little less, and we'll see if we can capture those prices inside in the duty free. So we'll walk over here like we're not recording anything. All snacks. But we'll move over here to the cigarette prices, and hopefully, if you can't see them, I will pop them up here. So they have a very limited selection. This is much more limited than what you have in port. They've got Lucky Strike, Marlboro, pretty much every type of Marlboro that you've got. I think they have several different kinds of Camel, Benson and Hedges, American Spirit. Not too awful much more than that, but they, here's the prices on that. So let me give you a breakdown of price versus uh, port and ship. So as an example, 4 cartons on the ship are going to be $213 because they are buy three, get one free, and they're $71 each. So 213 is not horrible. In port, you're going to buy the same Marlboro. You can buy a 3 carton pack for $111, an additional carton for $48. So your total there is going to be $159 for the same number of packs. So you're going to save yourself $54 on this particular brand. I have found in other ports where Camel on the ship is $63. In Barbados, I do believe it was Barbados. It was either Barbados or Grenada, and they were $24 a carton. So do some shopping around. It all depends on what port you're going to, because I have checked in Bonaire, and Bonaire was unbelievably expensive. They were 90 US dollars for 1 carton of Marlboro. So do some shopping around. Hopefully, these prices can kind of help you. And these prices are current as of October 2025. Now, I'm sure that they'll go up at some point because when I first started cruising, I can remember Carnival having Marlboro for $36 a carton, which was a great price back then. Now, it's roughly what it is at home in Texas, at least. So do some shopping around, and hopefully this video will help you. And I appreciate you watching my layoff journey, and I will see you in the next port.